Good morning, guys. I was scrolling on Pinterest and I found strawberry milk matcha. You know I love matcha, I had to try it. So you just want to cut up some strawberries and add them to your blender. For sweetener, I did cane sugar, but next time I'm going to do maple syrup, so it's just a little bit sweeter. Then you want to add milk. I did the raw milk we got from the farm recently, which is super rich and creamy. If I didn't use this, I would probably use coconut milk, so it'd be nice and thick. So that's the strawberry milk. You want to pour that over ice, and then you want to make matcha however you make it. I just mix it with water, blend it, and you want to pour it over the strawberry milk, and that's it. How cool does this look? It's so refreshing. It's going to be your spring summer matcha, trust me. Hi guys, good morning. I just got done with hot Pilates, as you saw, and like, whoa, it was 103. I usually think it's 100, but the 3 degrees made such a difference. I was like, also the class is infrared, which is really good for your skin. So sometimes I'll even like put on a serum beforehand and just kind of let it penetrate into my skin. I don't know if that's the right way to do it or not, but that's what I did. Okay, so anyway, I want to show you some products. One of them I think is going to be like the product of the year. Like, you know how sometimes a makeup product comes out and it just changes the makeup game? Like, think Becca highlighters. Like when those came out, everybody was like obsessed with highlighter and it kind of made dewy skin more of a thing. And I'm in I don't want to say a phase, I'm more so in a season right now where I'm just appreciating little things, noticing them and taking the time to notice them. So I've been looking more into my human design. I'm a manifesting generator for anybody that's interested in that. And we love like light and light leaks, and we do really well in light, or at least my chart, my numbers does. This is the first new product I've been using. So when I detangle my hair, I've been using this literally since the start of my YouTube channel, like for 7 years, this Bumble and Bumble hairdresser's oil. Best detangler if you have like thick, knotty hair like I do. But then in common Magic Mist, this is a 4-in-1 leave-in conditioner, detangler, smoothing balm, and heat protectant. They sent me this. I used it the last time I washed my hair and I liked it. So, and at first I didn't think I was gonna like it because this looks thicker. Like you can see this is like white and thick, more like a leave-in conditioner. I want to keep using it and see what I think. Going back to happiness and finding little joys, little wins. I really feel like having a child made me get to this point, because before you have kids, you can find happiness in material things and I don't know, just like other things that maybe you wouldn't as a mom. You know, being able to afford something and saying like, oh wow, I'm so glad I'm at this point. Like almost like you worked hard at a goal and now it's paying off. And so now as a mom, I realized like, wow, like life is so special. Like my body made a human and then I birthed that human and then I fed that human with my body. But I hear people talk about missing their old lives as parents, like, oh, I miss sleeping in, if you hear people complain, but you kind of have to take yourself out of that mindset and say like, wait a minute. That human was growing in my body and I gave life to them. Like life is so special. And my brother and his wife are about to have a baby. And I was saying to my mom, I'm so excited for them for that newborn bubble you get in, and that like, time just slows down when you have a newborn and it's just, you're in this bubble. What I'm getting at is it's made me a better person to just really appreciate small things, because your kids appreciate small things. You know, your kids notice things and go, wow. Okay, so the first thing I do is my skincare oil. This one is Agent Nature Holly Oil. So I just put that on my face and chest. It gives you a nice glow, but it stays on. So many oils, they just evaporate for me, which might be a plus for some people because it could like leave you greasy. But I take Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer. This is the small one, so if you're like, okay, that looks kind of tiny. And I mix it with, and this is the product that I think everyone's gonna want this summer, and it's the Tan Luxe Super Gloss Sunscreen Drops that are tinted, and they make you bronzy, and the SPF is 30, and they're like these illuminating bronzing drops, and you can probably use them alone, but I mix them in with my tinted moisturizer, and on no makeup days, if you just put this on, it's like so pretty. And then so you can kind of see, you can see they're like really glossy. I'm trying to just like rub it in for you. And I like that they have SPF because a lot of times I don't tan my face and then my face doesn't match my body. I don't know the last time I self-tanned, but it just gives you such a nice glow. But I love that it's also SPF, so I can wear this before tennis. If my chest stays a little darker, I think I will just put it straight on there. A huge tan, but it looks like I do have a little tan from my bathing suit, so maybe I did tan a little. Since I'm just going with the light makeup look today, I'm just doing like a little bit of my cream concealer stick, and I just put it a little under my eyes and like any little red marks. You can see the drops are really dewy, but I also went in with that skincare oil, so my face is just a little too like wet feeling. So I'm gonna go in with this Hourglass, also a travel size. I got this for my sister's wedding. It's the Hourglass Radiant Bronze Light. When you're like taking photos and stuff, I feel like the shimmery powder looks better. Hopefully you can tell a difference with that powder because you can in person. It is just, I haven't really found my favorite bronzer yet. Like I would say if I'm gonna contour, the Hoola one is pretty nice, but I don't like the packaging. Like, I don't know, I don't like the box. But this one is definitely like a 9 out of 10 for me. I might even, let me add just a little bit more. I might even get the big size. My next new product that I'm obsessed with is this peachy color from Charlotte Tilbury. And I do just a little on the nose. But when we get in my car, you'll be able to see it better. And I really focus on up here. Outfit of the day, I'm just doing jeans and a tube top. Just simple, easy, and I don't have earrings on, so I kind of feel naked, but oh well. The Pilates studio that I go to, it's a Pilates yoga studio. They have a little boutique. It's actually a pretty big boutique. It's really nice. And they have like mugs that say manifest now, and journals and workout clothes, and just things to really support you on your journey when you're choosing health over partying or going out drinking or whatever. Just like things that are fun. And this book, they have a ton of self-development books in there, and this one caught my attention. I love like the confetti look and the title Joyful. It just like caught my attention. So before I bought it, I just went home. I just looked up like what it's about before I went in and bought it. So I did that last week, and it says Joyful, the surprising power of ordinary things to create an extraordinary happiness. Exactly what I need right now, just finding joy and happiness in ordinary things, literally what the book says. So I can't wait to read this.
Hi, it's Ruben.
Hi. I like coffee at home and I like matcha, so I don't really like come to Starbucks that often. And I also think local coffee shops taste better. It's better to support, but right before my period, this is my drink. But it's sugar-free vanilla with 1 pump of caramel to give it the caramel taste. I was kind of going back and forth about this with Jared, especially when Violet was born. Like, how will I give her my all and do YouTube? And YouTube is just changing so much, and it's really sad to see platforms change. And I always feel really old when I say that, because I feel like every older generation has like, oh, it's really going downhill. Like they just have like their things. But YouTube has gotten really cutthroat, and nowadays it's like you kind of have to be on like all social media platforms to keep up with demand. It wasn't always that way. Like I used to watch people on YouTube and not follow them on Instagram, and like they didn't really post on Instagram. YouTube was their platform, and now I feel like it's YouTube, it's Instagram Reels, it's Instagram Stories, it's Instagram in-feed posts, and that's just Instagram. Then it's YouTube once a week vlog where you need to get lots of different scenes, and then it's TikTok now. And kind of the trifecta, kind of like in Hollywood back in the day when it was like singing, acting, dancing, the triple threat. And I feel like nowadays it's the same thing. Like not only is the audience looking for that, but brands are looking for that. And you really will burn yourself out if you think you can create all three platforms. Yes, there's people killing it on TikTok that aren't on YouTube. Yes, there's people killing it on Instagram that aren't on YouTube and TikTok. But I built up my YouTube channel and making vlogs and really enjoying filming and being a creative before I was a mom. So it was a lot easier then because I could be selfish and just film all day, go out with friends in the afternoon, go to a workout class, get a smoothie, then edit all night if I felt like it. Like, I remember so many times Jared would be working on his computer, I'd be on mine on the couch, and that was like our bonding. We'd like sit there. And now as a mom, that's like not possible. You can't grind the same way on social media as a mom the way you could not as a mom. And that's not to discourage anybody. That's just my experience. In some ways, you can even look at it as a benefit because the way I used to work was not healthy, and there were times that it would like really give me a lot of anxiety, and I'm so lucky that I don't have that anymore and that I don't deal with that, and I have like a really happy work life, personal life balance. Yeah, it's just kind of like, well, where does that leave me now as a mom that loves being creative? I love filming. And whenever I have talked to Jared about like leaving for a bit, he's always like, you will miss it. Like, that is just so you. Like, there's so many times where I'm like, oh, I gotta get this shot. And he's like, really? And then he sees it in a YouTube video and he's like, that was amazing. I never would have thought that. Yes, I love filming for people, and yes, I love inspiring people. I actually ran into this mom in Target the other day, and she said that my videos really inspired her, especially becoming a mom, and that she could be healthy, and she was actually there like shopping for healthy things. Then we ran into each other, we had a nice conversation, and that's a huge role in like why I'm still here and like why I'm still filming, because I think of somebody like that. I think of the person that is really getting inspired and doesn't want to just watch like trash TV or drama channels or whatever. But then there's also like our inner self that we have to make peace with too. And my inner self loves being creative, and I always have, and before YouTube was a thing. So what I'm getting at is, how can I do both? Like, how can I be the best mom to Vi and like feel really good at the end of the day? Because that's when it always hits me, like, okay, what did me and Vi do to get together today? Like, what did we bond over today? What did I teach her today? There are some days I go to bed feeling so full with her, and then just like, oh my gosh, like today was a standout day. But that was also a day that I slacked with work. I like skipped an upload. And then there's days where I feel really, really good about work, and then I'm like, oh, I could have done this with Violet that day. And so it's just like this torn feeling that I have sometimes. And what has given me peace, if you're going through this with work or whatever, and especially talking to another mom that does something completely different and she was feeling this, is that you don't have to know all the answers right now. It's one foot in front of the other. That always like gives me peace. Whenever I need to make a big decision, or I feel like I need to make a big decision and I'm in a crossroad, I'm like, okay, but what are some like small things I could do each day? So that's like the first thing. Two, if you do social media or anything like I do, you don't have to be everywhere. And yes, there can be cutthroat moments, or there will be brands, and I'm telling you, there will be brands that then don't want to work with you when you're not everywhere. But oh well. Like, you also have to remember that happiness is a huge part of your quality of life, and if you feel the need to be everywhere, just know, and like creators that are everywhere, that is taking time from other things. Like, that time doesn't just pop out of nowhere. I want to have as much time with Violet, so for me, like, being on TikTok just isn't gonna happen. And the last thing I was thinking is, like, moms today have so much, what is the word I'm thinking of? Pressure, kind of. Not even pressure, but just, that's the only word I could think of right now. But like, we have a lot of pressure in that we need to set a good example, the pressure to make money, the pressure to be the best mom, the pressure to be the best wife, all of the things, have a really clean house, have an aesthetic home on top of that, like be on social media. Like, I just feel like there's a lot of pressure now that maybe there wasn't. My dad always told me you can only do a couple things well. Like, you can't try to do everything. And so there might be days that, like, especially Friday, me and Violet are together from morning to night, and that day on Friday, the house is a total shit show. And guess what? So what? We had fun, we cook, we make a mess, we play fort, we play dolls, we play ice cream shop, we play coffee shop, we play farmer's market, we play so many different things. And yes, my house is not clean, and it really doesn't get cleaned again until Sunday. I guess what I'm saying is I've made peace with you know, not everything is going to, I can't check every box. Anyway, this was a long-winded way of saying I'm not gonna leave YouTube. I'm gonna stay, but I'm gonna post content that I feel really good about. I love what I do. I feel fortunate to do what I do. I love showing up. I love being some sort of inspiration to people and provide healthy meals and ideas. And I hope any of this conversation made sense and that you enjoyed listening or could relate or whatever, but I'm actually gonna go pick up Violet now. Hi guys, so it's the next day. This is the outfit of the day. Again, I feel like Daisy in the 6 every time I wear these sleeves. I originally got this shirt because I wanted to be similar to this top. I'll insert a picture. I love like bell sleeves and I got this in like 2018. What I like about this top is you could just wear it with a bralette and it like covers everything. And this one, it's really bright right now. There's a window in my closet, so it makes everything super bright. But you can see it's like lacy and I love yellow. But when I got this top in the mail, it's like way too tight for a bigger chest like I have. I thought I was gonna have to return it, which I didn't want to do because I just think it's so cute and special. I decided to just throw it over my bodysuit and I actually like the way it looks. Can I see your boots? Bye-bye, can I see your boots? When mom gets the assignment, she has her boots. She gets it when Bye says everyone's wearing cowboy boots. Jared went to Dr. Oz's farm today.
I did, actually.
He did. He's not even making that up. But you didn't know that when you were going there.
No,
Yeah.
no, we were looking at
He's not like friends. He's not like friends with him or anything. But like, he was like, Sam. He's FaceTiming when he got there and he was like, guess who this is?
Got a big farmhouse too, like big. It's grand.
So, I mean, I have not watched him or kept up with him in years.
I don't think he lives there.
Okay.
I think it's a hobby farm.
A gentleman's farm?
I think so. He's got some great cows though.
Well, anyway, that's the story Jared will have to tell me. I made pad thai noodles with steak the other day and I shared it on Instagram and so many of you guys said make the recipe on YouTube and it's so easy. So here it is. So what you'll need is some grass-fed steaks.
Ooh, we have to do a skirt steak, I think.
Yeah, it's just a skirt steak.
Skirt steak.
And then Jared always makes steak the same way and so do I. We use
Salt.
and butter.
Butter.
Yep, good quality butter, garlic salt. And then you need to get this. I found this at Whole Foods, Japanese barbecue sauce. And we didn't add that in there yet, but we'll be adding that. And then these weren't the vegetables I used last time, but this was all I could find at Whole Foods. These noodles are so good, but I do have a bone to pick with them. So they taste just like pad thai noodles when you go out for dinner, and they even have like the crunchy peanuts in them. The only thing I don't like is that you have to cook them in the microwave. I thought when I saw the noodles, because I've gotten frozen noodles from Whole Foods before, and you could like just put them here and like stir fry them on the stove. But these ones say they don't recommend cooking it like that and that you have to use the microwave, which I don't like using the microwave. So that's the only thing. But if you just want like a quick dinner and you just do it occasionally. Okay.
So you gotta kind of cook a little. And give it some slicing. Cube it up a little.
Okay, then you want to mix in the veggies. And when do we add in the sauce? I'm so excited for the sauce.
Yeah, let's juice in the sauce.
Okay. I like a lot of sauce.
We're on a low heat now.
Okay, then I added, last time, I'm trying to make it exactly how I did, some sesame seeds. Even my 2-year-old really enjoys this dish and was asking for seconds, so I think you guys will love it. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you soon. Bye.